Welcome back to another video. Yeah, hold on. That's why we always have lighting problems with this phone. It just doesn't get right. Hope y'all had a great Sunday, a beautiful Sunday. Today, I didn't really get out much. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Either way, just wanted to hop on live real quick because you know I do the Sunday live videos and it be lit. Let me see if I can. Oh, wow, fell out that motherfucker. That's where it used to be anyway. But yeah, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Just wanted to jump on the Sunday live real quick. I'll be on here for only a few minutes. Sorry if I can't stay longer. There will be longer days for longer lives, but this probably is not the one that's out there. But I just wanted to look quick Q and A session on anybody got any questions that I can answer, anything about the show, about the moot things, about YouTube, about me, anything, any questions from anybody. I know a lot of people be scared. Like a lot of people want to ask questions, but when we go to say, y'all, what's the, what questions y'all want to, we're going to do? Yes, I am going to do the Bean Boozled Slick Procrastinate. I don't know if it'll be my camera or what. It'll be my camera. It'll be my phone. Yeah, I'm going to do the Bean Boozled video. Make sure we straight up there. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Bean Boozled video probably tonight. Probably. I don't know. I might not do it tonight. I just want to. Yes, we're gonna do the video. What's good, Miss LaShawn? Appreciate that. Appreciate that. How many of y'all watching the new, what is it, Housewives coming on tonight, Atlanta? For y'all Atlanta Housewives fans out there, how many of y'all gonna tune in to that? I'll be editing videos. I seen the what is it, the reunion. The reunion is on right now. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people ask me to remove it. Some people don't mind it. You know, it's just just try to keep it copacetic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Keep the waves in force and on deck, because people be paying attention to stuff. The smallest thing that you wouldn't even notice. You know what I'm saying? People pay attention to it. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? That's just keeping me on my toes. So I just make the reveal. You know what I'm saying? Like, see what it is. Ways ain't going nowhere. They was always there. You just gotta. It takes some training. Training. Cheesecake. Enjoy that dinner at the Cheesecake Factory. Tsunami warning. Where are you, Justin Stilo? It's in California. I think they have tsunamis in California. I think, don't judge me if I'm wrong. I don't know. They may not. Those challenges that I haven't done. I don't know. I don't know if there are any other challenges that I have not done. I try to do a good majority. There's so many challenges out there, by the way. Like, it's a lot of challenges. And I think about it, I forgot to get fruit while I was at the store. So I was thinking about doing a fruit video tonight. I had saw some, it's holiday season, so they bring out all the candy coating kind of things. And that's how they totally skip Thanksgiving and went straight to Christmas. Looked like, but they bring out all the melted chocolate and stuff like that. So I definitely want to do some chocolate and strawberries video, and maybe chocolate and orange. I never had a chocolate orange, but it looks and sounds really good. So I definitely want to, try that. It won't be an exotic fruit. I've done an exotic fruit video. Exotic fruit is expensive to not really actually eat it. I don't really like wasting food like that. So, it's probably not going to be an exotic fruit video, but just showing my love to the healthy side too. A lot of stuff that I eat, fast food and stuff like that, is probably not so. You know, anything too much of anything can be unhealthy. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? Do I plan on making YouTube my main job? I'm not a main job kind of person. I've never been a main job kind of person. I've always been able to delegate finances into different places. So I'll always have multiple projects going on, but you would never know it because whenever I'm in the project, as I'm in this live right now, I'm not thinking about any of the other projects or any of the other things that I have going on because I'm 100%, into whatever, project that I'm at that particular moment in time. So um, I don't think anything would ever be a main anything because I have to have sources. Like it has to come from different sources. I can't just do one thing. Like I have to be constantly moving and things have to be constantly moving and finances have to constantly move because it doesn't, it just doesn't work for me. Yeah, it hasn't ever worked for me. The older I get, the more I'm realizing yeah, it's just I have to have sources of finances. So it won't be the main thing. I'll always have a lot of different things. Some of the things I'll share with the channel, of course, but a lot of things will just be outsourced investments, and it'll just be money that's coming in. But you say I was too numb. Oh, he's talking about my ways. Oh, I'm slow. Sorry. What's good, Charlotte Lee? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Got that notification late. YouTube just be what's good, TR. Ain't seen you in a minute. Welcome to the live. YouTube be on the other. I don't know how YouTube distribute the notifications. I wish I knew. I wish I knew the code, the secret to it. Unfortunately, I don't. So if y'all miss it, I don't really have a set time for the live. So unfortunately, you might miss it sometimes, but it'll always be saved in my video category. So you can always go back and view it. It's always going to be available, for viewing. So, says how old am I and do I have kids? I'm 29 years old. No, I do not have kids. Do I want kids? Yes, I do want kids, but no, I don't have kids right now. But yeah, I just wanted to really jump in the live, do a quick wave check. 1 2 mic 1 2 1 3. Everybody do the wave check with me. Ain't gonna catch me slipping in these streets. For those of y'all don't know where I got that from, it was a video went viral a while back about these guys on college campus and people walking around with do rags on, and technically it's not it's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? It don't look good, because I guess the do rag fashion, people used to wear do rags in fashion, but it's kind of died down or whatever. But nowadays, and I guess within our generation, maybe not every generation, but nowadays within our generation, if you ain't got waves under your do rag, like what are you doing? Like you know what I'm saying? It was just a thing I pulled from that trending video. The guys that walk through the campus with their do-rags on, and they'll walk by, wave check, and then it's just a crowd of people just surround around the person with the do-rag on, and they put the camera on his head and wait for the reveal of, the waves under the do-rag. And if you ain't have waves, they kind of jones you a little bit. Nothing serious, but it was just a funny video. I'm surprised y'all may not have seen that video, but I'm doing good this evening. Hope you're having a blessed Sunday as well. TR. What's good, River? River Boy Chuck, what's good? Yeah. Appreciate that, man. What's good, Tyran? What's good, Jane Hudson? What's good? What's happening, Bookie Boo? I like that name. I used to do that out with braids on the. There's some people do that because I think it protects the hairstyle too. I think. I don't know, it was just like a little funny video or whatever. I think I missed the question. So somebody else. What's my favorite movie? It would be kind of cliche to say Night at the Roxbury, but like I hear that y'all don't understand how many times in my life I used to, when I was working in fast food, and I say my name over the intercom, and then I come to the window, Emilio, and then any job I've ever had, anywhere or any instance where I've ever, been in, it's never ending. That movie, Night at the Roxbury, which is not my favorite movie, but it's one of my favorites. But I would have to say my favorite movie is probably Death Becomes Her. It's an older movie. Um, it's a Halloween. I guess it's a Halloween kind of movie, but Halloween came around and kind of reminded me, and I watched it. But that's probably my favorite movie. But it's with Goldie Hawn and some other characters. But either way, it's about um, this potion, and they come up with this potion that's supposed to make you like ageless or whatever. I don't know if it's like a potion or a cream or a makeup or something like that. And it's supposed to make you ageless, and then after so long, it kind of started wearing off, and their bodies, started dying naturally. And one of them got shot in the stomach with a shotgun, and it blew her like all the way back into the fountain. And she's like, "I got a hole in my stomach," and then the other person like, "I can see right through you." It was funny. When I was a kid, it was like one of the funniest movies. So it's like one of my favorite movies. Yeah. How long do I have to wear braces? Until next August of next year. August of next year. That's the treatment plan. They did say that the plan could end early, but of course I would still owe my monthly payments. Ain't that crazy? Like I pay for my teeth monthly. Like, ain't that crazy? I'm glad I did get the option to do that. 'Cause certainly y'all don't even want to know how much they cost. Like it's insane. Like it's insane. Yeah, for those of you who've had them, know how much they cost. And the treatment in itself is its own cost. Like what leads up, because they're not just gonna put braces in your mouth. Like you have to do so much. Like you have to get dental recommendation. So getting the dental recommendation in itself is you agreeing to a dental treatment plan, which is a whole separate plan on your insurance, but it's all pulling, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna spend like $2,000 with the dentist, depending on severity of what you need before he gives you a recommendation to the orthodontist. You're gonna spend upwards of $10,000. So all in all, the treatment in itself, 3 years, damn. Like mine's is only 4 years. That's a long time. I couldn't imagine. That's a long time. Oh my gosh. Like I want to eat so much right now. I can't. I can imagine. That's a long time. Um, that's a long time. That's different for everybody, I guess, because that's a very 3 years is a long time. I can imagine. Wow, that's crazy. This right here is enough. um, but yeah, so in this all said and done, I probably spend like 13,000, 13 to 14, something like that after it's all said and done. So yeah, yeah. It's definitely not cheapy cheap, but it's worth it. And it probably depends on where you go and what area you live in, what city you live in, what the demand is. I'm sure it may not be the same price at every place. Depends on what you need. Me, in my case, I had to get a lot of fillings. Well, not a lot, maybe like 2 or 3 fillings, and that cost on its own. The appointment cost, the administration fees are always $100 to $200 automatically before the dental fees, and every time you go, it's administration fee. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I think after it's all said and done, the finished product, after you go through it, is like, yay. You're just happy, like yay, like all the needles been stuck in your gums, and yeah, it's a happy feeling. Like you would love it. Like you would love it. So I challenge anybody who's just okay with processes and going through the thing to get to where you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I challenge anybody to go for it. Go for it. You're gonna love it. I love my smile now. I ain't gonna say okay. I didn't really love my smile before. I'll admit that. I've never admitted that. 29 years of living. um, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I like it. And you probably would too. I never admitted that to myself. I always, hid it from myself as far as, it being a self flaw, self doubt, whatever you call it, kind of thing. YouTube is really bringing out the different in me as far as me, telling stuff about myself and being personal and, coexisting with other people and stuff. Like YouTube is definitely bringing out the different. I think it's a good bringing out the different because it definitely helps you, almost cope with a lot of things in life that you probably forgot about. And people start asking you about your life, and it's just like, dang, I never dealt with that. Mentally, it's been on my shoulder for so long, but I never really mentally dealt with that, and I didn't think that it, wore down on me as bad as it did. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes back around at a different age, you're like, I need to deal with that. Like, that's not okay. Like, I really need to deal with whatever it is. And yeah, apparently it's bothering me because as I brought it back up, it's just like, I thought I dismissed that, but that was all I did. I dismissed it, and dismissing it isn't dealing with it. So YouTube is definitely bringing out the different. It definitely brings out a lot of skeletons, and it helps you. It can help you. I know, there's been a lot of cases of, people who just don't take the platform spiritually. Was it the word I'm looking for? Spiritually? Maybe not spiritually. Mentally as well, because it can work well down heavy. There's been cases of a lot of people who just don't take, what comes with it very well, and it can cause you to go into some dark places. But for me, I thank God it was the opposite. It helped me cope and helped me heal. Or helps me, should I say? I ain't gonna say help. Helps me heal and helps me get through some things that I thought, I had gotten through. So I definitely appreciate the platform for what it is because, God's good. He'll put some things in a process for you, and unbeknownst to yourself, and he'll just, if you don't want to deal with it, I'm gonna make you deal with it. Not necessarily make you deal with it, not necessarily force you to deal with it, but it's more like here it is. What you gonna do? You're gonna be an adult. You're gonna put your big boy pants on and do what you gotta do to move forward in life without things mentally anguishing you, or you're gonna hold your head down. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And I like that kind of pressure. So, it's amazing. It's this whole journey so far has been amazing. Peace out. Hi from Linda at Kroger. What's good, Miss Linda? I just did a video and shouted you out of that video. Y'all, that's the Kroger produce lady who always hooking me up with my good crabs. So y'all be seeing them good crabs that comes from Miss Linda in the comments from Kroger. She does a good job with that. Like, they be having some good seafood, but she gives me the good seafood. You know what I'm saying? All the seafood is always looks good and it's always fresh. She helps me out real good. So I definitely appreciate her because it gotta look good on camera. She like, and then she'll say it. That's why I really appreciate, like, y'all, like, she'll be like, you gotta go on camera. They gotta look good on camera. Like, we don't understand how Miss Linda. I definitely appreciate it. Because it's just amazing to have somebody that cares as much about what you do as much as you do. You know what I'm saying? And that was just really thoughtful of someone who, doesn't even know you, but she just, they gotta look good. Anywhere I go, it's like that. But I just really appreciate it when she made that comment. She's like, you gotta go on camera. It's gotta look good on camera. You gotta get you the best one. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, seafood, whatever, lobster, whatever it is that I pick out, Miss Linda, she makes sure it's the best one. You make sure it's gonna look good on camera. So when y'all see my seafood that look good and it looks good on camera, that's where it comes from. She's in the comments. So my subscribers appreciate that. I'm pretty sure because the views show it, and I damn so appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Yeah. And in behind it. This one right here used to be in the back. Like, you can't even tell. Y'all go look at some of my earlier videos because I didn't always have braces. And I love that. I love that because YouTube helps me. It's like a video memory of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, of what you go through in life. Like, you can literally go back and it's not just on a picture, it's in a video. So I can go back in a time in life when I didn't have braces and what my teeth looked like before. And y'all go back and watch it, and y'all see sometimes when I smile, if you caught me smiling, this tooth looked like it was missing, but it was there. It was just like up there. It was both of them were like that, but this one moved on its own, but this one never moved, and it just bothered me. And I was kind of bullied for it, and in elementary a little bit, not too much, but that didn't bother me, or maybe it did, and maybe it did, or maybe it did. So yeah, what's good, Natalie? Renell, like to lie. What's good, C-Los? What's good, Rose? What's up to lie? But I plan on getting more tattoos. The tattoo thing, you don't see a lot of people getting tattoos anymore. I love tattoos, but good evening, lady. V0516. Unfortunately, tattoo was a trend, and unfortunately, that trend died. I ain't gonna say it died off. People still get them, but unfortunately, that trend left a mark that's gonna be with you for the rest of your life. And depending on the era of the trend that you grew up in, and you'll see it on different people, is the type of tattoos that you would have. So it's definitely marks a moment in history. But it's just like, dang, my mama or grandma was saying, that was young and dumb of me for doing that. She was telling the truth, I guess, because it shows. Because years later, I got a tattoo that even matched the age that I am. Yeah, so it is what it is. It's there now. Oh yeah, this is a viewer submitted shirt. I like this shirt. Superman. That's a viewer submitted. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wait, what's up under there? I think it might be a little something up on there. We ain't been to the gym in a while. Wow, we ain't been to the gym in a while, boy. Man, we still flexing, but little something up on there. I said we ain't been to the gym in a while, but we're gonna go tonight. We're gonna go tonight. I can guarantee you that. After I get through editing, and that'll be the last thing I do before I go to bed. Going to the gym before bed is awesome. It's awesome. What other channels do I watch? I like the channels with the excuse me, I did them up back again. I like the channel with the guys in the forest where they build they dig the hole in the ground, and then all of a sudden, like at the end of the video, it's like these elaborate brick walls and steps, and they may have a pond on the inside. I like those videos. I like the car videos, like when they take their uncle's or dad's old car and they restore it back to its original condition, and the dad think that they're gonna use it for other purposes, but they give it back to the family member or whatever. I like those videos. I like car restoration videos when like cars have been in a building that caught on fire, or just caught on fire, period, or got into an accident, and then they do the whole restoration kind of thing. I like those kind of videos. Cooking, of course. I watch all different types of cooking videos from every different culture. I like the Indian guy that just passed away. Rest in peace to that guy. I don't know his name, but he did the big. It's like a wok, I guess. And he would put big food on it, and then at the end it'll be like a mass amount of food for the whole village or whatever. I used to watch him. I used to like that. The guy, what's his other guy? He goes to like the fish markets and get the fresh crab legs and lobsters and different stuff, and he cooks them, but it's always in different countries. They have these big fresh farmers market seafood places. I like those videos. What else? I like the ASMR videos, the crunchy ice. I like the crunchy ice videos when they crunch on the ice. I like those. I like the salads, the Ollie Satisfying when they cut the soap and they peel it. Or I like the machine crushing when they do the machine crushing thing when they put something hot in there. Or and the Mentos. I like the Mentos when they do the Mentos of Coke science project. I like a lot of science kind of stuff. What else? Mukbangs, of course. Of course, I watch mukbangs, different mukbangs. What else? I watch a lot of different, the unboxing, when they buy like the Amazon pallets and they don't know what it's in. It's kind of like the show Storage Wars. I like those videos. What else? Um, Anything with science, anything that's building something. Um, the homes, when the $1 million listing kind of videos, when they show the $1 million homes and condos and stuff like that, and they take you through the house and you get to see, different types of architecture and different type of, cabinetry and countertops. Oh, there was this. Oh my God, I have to have this in my house whenever I get, maybe not my first house, but I have to have this in my house. I wish I could display a picture of it. It's a onyx. It's a black onyx quartz stone. For anything really, you backsplash. It'll be a beautiful backsplash in your kitchen, brick but a countertop too. But it's a black onyx quartz. But when the light hits it, it turns it like it's fluorescent, like an orangey yellow fluorescent, and you can still see some of the black in it, but you mostly see the light that's hitting it. Like it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. I don't really like the too much white, like too much. I like clean. I like clean. I like clean lines, but I don't really like a lot of over the top like grays and whites. I like color and different shades of color, and I really like a lot of plain. I don't like plain. But yeah, that's that's some of the kind of videos that I like to watch. But you said, can you read stuff? I don't know. I used to think I could when I was a kid. What's good, C Sir? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live at night. What's good, Alicia? What's good? What's good? I love tattoos as well. It's just that what I've come to learn at the age that I am is like you get a tattoo in the age that you are, and when you get to the next age, it's like, why did I do that? It's stuck forever. Your body turns to a different shape, and the tattoo ain't the same shape no more. No, it don't look right. I'm talking about myself. My tattoos are oddly shaped. I'm about to cry for real if they don't look good no more. I ain't gonna say they don't look good, but yeah. Yeah. See, you have 4. I don't know how many tattoos I have. I don't even remember. Yep, Superman. I do. I do like the impersonations. What's good, Latanya? What's good? What's good, Shalise? What's good? What's to Lie King? What's good? What's good? Egyptian arts and statues. I like those too. I do. I like those when they go to Egypt and they go through the tombs and stuff stuff like that. I do like those. I like those videos too. I also like when they do the treasure hunts underwater. When they get the metal detector and go underwater and they scuba dive or whatever. I like those videos. And on land. Anything interesting. I like interesting. I like science kind of stuff. I ain't gonna say I was always first place in the science fair, but for the most part, when I did science projects, like I was very into science when I was in school, and math, and it wasn't my favorite, but I was. But either way, I used to place high for the most part whenever I did like a science project or whatever. One year for I think it was African American history, I want to say is what he was using it for. I made my cousin this poster, but on the poster I used like, I don't remember what character it was, but I used like cotton balls for like the beat. It was very elaborate. I drew it out and everything. I don't know if my grandma still had it or not, but it was very elaborate. And then for Egypt, something, and I think my grandma still has it. I think it's rolled up in her attic. She says it's under insulation. I'm like, why did you do that? I could have came and got it. Like, I really want that. But it was laminated and everything. But I drew out this maybe 6 or so foot tall whatever you call it, picture, I guess. It's not a picture. It's a name for it when you draw out people or whatever. But it was the whole thing. But it was, I think it was Ra, the sun god, I think. But it's like 6 foot tall. But the project, it was like it had been like second or third grade. My grandma got it in her attic. But she says she had her attic redone. It's under installation. I wish I could show y'all, but it's very elaborate. Um, and for someone who's in second or third grade, like I used to be into arts and stuff like that, very, very much so. I learned how to play chess in seventh grade. Seventh grade, I learned how to play chess. Also in seventh grade, I learned how to draw out a blueprint for a house. Little known fact, I can actually draw and measure out blueprints, square footage for homes. Well, I could. I'm sure if I got the paper and stuff like that. I don't know if I have. My grandma probably does. I'm sure she probably does. But it was just like I was in gifted ed, not the other one. Gifted ed was like students who scored higher, in your test and standardized testing, and it was actually an extra class outside of our normal class, but we go there and in there we just did a lot of mental thinking type of things. For those of you who are familiar with gifted ed, I was in gifted ed from kindergarten all the way until I graduated high school, so it was a lot of years. So if any of you ever wonder why I speak in the manner that I do, is because of that class, is because we were positioned to speak and think in a certain manner, constantly think constantly. And we were constantly challenged and constantly had to do, different things outside of, A, B, C, D, E, F, G kind of things. And I liked it. We always had a good time. But yeah, look on fact, I can draw out a blueprint for a house, amongst other things actually. But yeah, I learned how to do that in seventh grade. What else? There's a lot of things that I can do. I haven't drawn in a long time. Poetry, one of my most favorite things. I am a very good poet. Little known fact about me. I do love poetry. I haven't done any poems in quite a while, probably since school. But I know some of y'all may not remember, but was that in English? Actually, that wasn't in English class. That was probably also in gifted ed. We had to learn how to do haiku and different types of poetry, and it kind of stuck with me. And then I, kind of started doing my own poetry. Had a whole book. I don't know if my grandma said, guys, you may or may not, but yeah, I used to be very big into poetry and writing stories. I used to love to write stories, short stories. That could actually be good films. So I do like writing. Well, I used to. I haven't done it as an adult because you get to be an adult, you start doing adult things. So yeah, it's kind of sad how you lose your arts and into adulthood, and it shouldn't be that way. So some of my artwork, from my understanding from my relatives who have gone to the schools, because everybody in my hometown goes to the same school. Some of my artwork actually and poetry actually still hangs in the high school, middle school, and elementary school. They put it in a thing, like in a what do you call it, a frame. So a lot of my artwork and poetry, this is amazing now that I think about it, because it's gonna be there and it's gonna be really worth some money one day. But yeah, and in the public library, I have poems that are in the archive in our public library, which I guess they don't belong to me. And in the newspaper, my grandma has newspapers where I've submitted poetry in elementary and middle school, and some of my poetry is in the newspaper as a kid. So you don't really think of how amazing this stuff is until you get older. It's like, wow, I was building history for myself. It's crazy. But yeah, that's some of the things that I'm into. What's good, Crystal? Welcome to the live. Oh, you just see that one. Oh, Natalie, you didn't see the other one. Definitely thumbs up this video. Appreciate that. I believe. Hope I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure I said a lot of people's names wrong. Appreciate that, Kim. Definitely appreciate it for that. yeah. And then as I started looking at some of the poems, that's like that's cool. Like this could actually be a song. Like I used to tell my brother all the time because I don't know if he still does, but he was doing the music thing. And, he has a few music videos out actually. His name is what's my brother rap name? I don't even know because he ain't been doing it. Like I really was rooting for him. I was really pushing for him, but I know what comes with it. He might not have wanted to be a part of that. I don't know, but I thought we had a rap star. Not to say he ain't. He can still be. He's young. He's still very musically talented. So you never know. You never know. He may come out with an album or something one day. I actually asked my brother initially to sing or rap my intro, but I guess he never got around to doing it, and that's okay. I really wanted him. I really wanted to have a piece of history of him, in his early stage of his career. You know what I'm saying? His name is Tobias, right? By the way, in case I was wondering, his name is Tobias. Stage name, I don't know what he's going by these days. I don't know what his stage name is these days. Top was his last name. I don't know if he still go by Top the God or something like that. But yeah, he's very talented, very, very talented. And I think he's gonna do well. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Maybe I'll start, um, I don't know. Maybe he'll do the intro for me one day, eventually. I don't know. But I did ask him to write and sing my intro for me and put it behind a beat. But I guess he just never got around to it. It's all good though. I still want him to do it. Whenever he gets a chance to do that. But I want to change my intro. I'm thinking of something different, but I want the next intro. I do want it to be a personalized beat and a personalized song. So I'm gonna have to. I mean, I think beats don't cost more than like $50 to make somebody to let somebody engineer you a beat. I don't think it's very expensive. So I do want to do that. I want a personalized beat, and then I also want a personalized song behind it, and I want to change because the old intro is from, as you can see, it's not necessarily green screen because I didn't know how to use green screen at the time. So it was like this one backdrop, and it was like a Mardi Gras theme. I don't know if y'all remember the Mardi Gras theme backdrop. Like that was history. Like that's going down in history. The Mardi Gras theme. I don't know where it's at. I have no idea where that thing is. I don't know where that thing is. So wherever it's at, it might still be on there. Nah, you would hear it because it sounds like paper. Um, but yeah, history in the making. But yeah, y'all, I just really wanted to jump on the line. That's how I be at work. I'm just playing. I just really wanted to jump on the line and show some Sunday love. Hope y'all have a blessed Monday going into this work week. Hope y'all have a blessed Monday. If last week wasn't the best, make tomorrow better. That's all you can do is do better than you did the week before. Y'all be blessed. Definitely love y'all. Team Picasso. It's almost 2020. I told y'all we was up. I told you we was up. I told you we was next. I told you. Mark my words, son. Mark my words, G. Mark my word, cuz. Mark it. Peace. Hope y'all have a good night. Be blessed.